offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace for peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Coming up, we'll see the debut of Carson Wentz in Indy in a battle of playoff teams from a year ago. It's the Seahawks and the Colts, and it's week 1 of the NFL. Next on EA Sports.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now Wentz. Taken in by Pascal out left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On the move to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Flush to his right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that guy just keeps getting better. And I'm talking about Tyler Lockett, who just made that nice catch there for a first down. Now in his 7th season with Seattle, last year may have been his finest yet. And even 100 catches, many of them of the spectacular variety. Paired with DK Metcalf, a heck of a dynamic duo for the Seahawks.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Carson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this first quarter. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Bobby Wagner, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. Wentz. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When the season began, the Colts went through a 3-man shuffle about who would emerge as the lead running back for them. It turned out to be Jonathan Taylor, the rookie out of Wisconsin. But when they needed a pass catcher out of the backfield, it was Nyheim Hines. 63 catches, 3rd most by a running back in the NFL.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, Wentz steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll look to run with Taylor. And Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean Earl said just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quick.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He's got Jack Doyle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz again. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Taken in at the 3. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll head down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He gives it off to Carson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his left. He'll find Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wentz going to throw. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight ends. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives them a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Darrell Taylor able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So let's glance at a player's spotlight now with Russell Wilson. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flushed out right.
And completes it again to Metcalf.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 47 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Colts coming out now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Wentz going to look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back now in Indianapolis. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Darius Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On the move to his left.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st down, it's Taylor, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Second down, another run with Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This is Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Running left, Taylor. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Taylor here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Throwing now is Wilson. Rolling to his right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, it's a victory for Carson Wentz in his debut in blue and white. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.